All right, greatest common factors. So, if we have two numbers like 42 and 28, and you're told to find the greatest common factor, that's also known as a GCF, greatest common factor. What we can do is we can make a factor tree and write the prime factorizations. Braden Ragsdale, pay attention. So the factor tree is 2 and
4.
2 times what is 42? 21. Okay, 2 doesn't go into 21. What's the next number that goes into 21? 3 goes in there? 7 times. So 42 is 2 times 3 times 7. 28 is 2 and 14. 2 and 7. So we're done now. So it's 2 squared times 7. Okay. So then the greatest common factor is whatever appears in both. A 2 appears in both. Does a 3 appear in both? No. But a 7 appears in both. So it's 2 times 7. What's the lowest power 2 appears to?
2.
The first power, right here. 1. What's the lowest power 7 appears to? 1. So it's 2 times 7 or 14. That's the greatest common factor. That's what we're doing today. Okay? That's all? Yes, but we're going to add variables in here after a little bit. 36 and 90. Find the greatest common factor, 36 and 90. They're both even numbers. When you do your factor tree, don't just go with a big number that goes into each. Go in with 2 and the next number. So you keep breaking them down with small numbers. So how many times is 2 going to 36? 18. You're correct. How many times is 2 going to 18? 9. How many times is 2 going to 9? Or 2 doesn't go into 9, so it's 3 and 3. So 36 becomes 2 squared times 3 squared. 90 is 2 and what?
45.
45. 45. Does 2 go into there?
No.
No. Does 3 go in there?
Yeah.
Yep. 3 goes in there 15 times. Does 3 go into 15?
Yes.
How many times?
5.
So you have a 2 times 3 squared times 5. All right. So then, between these two groups of numbers, what appears in both groups? 2 does and 3 does. What's the lowest power 2 appears to?
2.
The lowest.
1.
1. Right here. 2 is to the first power. What's the lowest power 3 appears to?
1.
2. 3 squared. This is 3 squared and this is 3 squared. Lowest appears to is the second power. So it's 2 times 3 squared is? 9. 2 times 9 is? There we are. 18 is the greatest common factor of both those numbers. Blake, you better not be putting any ink on that table.
It closed. See?
Okay?
Whoosh.
Now let's say we have 3 numbers. The rules have to work for all three. What goes into 12, Gito? Whoa, we're in class now. Pay attention. How many times does 2 go into 12, Gito? 6. How many times does 2 go into 6? What? 3. So this is 2 squared times 3. 18, Braden. How many times does 2 go into 18? How many times does 3 go into 9? So it's 2 times 3 squared. 30. Blake, how many times does 2 go into 30? 2 times 9 is 18. 2 times 7 is 14. 2 times 17 is 34. 15. Then 2 doesn't go in there, but 3 goes in there how many times?
5.
So this is 2 times 3 times 5. Okay. Now, when you have 3, it's got to appear everywhere. So does 2 appear on all 3 of them?
Yep.
What's the lowest power it appears to? 1. Does 3 appear in all of them?
Yep.
What's the lowest power it appears to?
3.
1. Does 5 appear in all of them?
No.
No. So it's just 2 times 3, or 6, is the greatest common factor. Now, let's throw in variables to this. All right, let's just do this one. Okay, 18. Greatest common factor of 18. So, or prime factorization of 18. Anthony, how many times 2 go into 18? 2 times 6 is 12. 9. 2 doesn't go into 9, so 9 is what times what? 3 times 3. So this is 2 times 3 squared times a squared times c. You write it out like that. You just separate the variables, but the variables are actually easier to work with than the numbers because there's no breaking them down. They're already broken down for you. Okay, 20. Okay, Susie, how many times does 2 go into 20? 10. And how many times does 2 go into 10? 5. So it's 2 squared times 5 times a times b times c. Okay, so 2. Does it appear in all of them? Both of them? Yes. Does 3 appear in both of them? No. Does 5 appear in both of them? No. Does A appear in both of them? Does B appear in both of them? Does C appear in both of them?
No. Yes.
What's the lowest power 2 appears to? 1. What's the lowest power A appears to?
2.
1. What's the lowest power C appears to?
2.
1. So it's 2AC is the answer. Because what we're going to learn how to do is if we have 18 a squared c plus 20 abc, we're going to divide them by the greatest common factor of 2ac and write 2ac on the outside and what they're divided by, which gives us 9a plus 10b on the inside. And it's like the distributive property, but we're doing the opposite, and that's called factoring. But we're not doing this today. That's in a few weeks yet. That'll be a while yet. But we're learning the basics. So when we start solving equations and then we go to factoring, we can do the factoring. Okay? So this is part of the reason why we play cards at the start of the period. So we can understand our math better, and we can do this better, quicker, and faster. All right, let's do another one. 24x squared y cubed and 36x cubed y squared and 48x cubed y cubed. All right, let's find the greatest common factor of all three of them. Now, 24, how do we break that down? 2 and 12, 2 and 6, 2 and 3. So it's 2 cubed times x squared times y cubed.
Greg still had some cards in his pocket.
36, Blake. 2 and
2 and 19.
nope.
20.
Nope, you're getting further away.
19.5.
You're getting further away. You're still further away than you were originally. 2 and 18. 2 and?
No, me. 7.
2 times 7 is 14.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Oh.
Yeah, we're doing 18 here.
9.
There we go.
I'm gonna feed you.
9 is? Blake? 9 is?
2 and
Not 2 and anything.
3.
3 and 3. So this is 2 squared times 3 squared times x cubed times y squared.
What in the red?
All right. 48 is 2 and? Everybody? 24. 24 is 2 and? 12. 12 is 2 and? 6. 6 is? So it's 2 to the 4th times 3 times x cubed times y cubed. All right. So these are all called prime factorizations. Prime factorizations. Now, does 2 appear in all of them?
No.
Yes. What's the lowest power 2 appears to?
1.
2. Blake, instead of shouting out answers, look, think, and then say the answer.
The only time I don't say 2, I get it wrong.
Does 3 appear in all of them?
Yes.
Yeah, it does, because I forgot a 3 here.
You said yes.
2 appears in all of them because there's a 3 there that I forgot. And that was my fault. I apologize. 3 appears in all of them. What's the lowest power 3 appears to? 1. Does x appear in all of them? Yes. What's the lowest power appears to?
2.
Does y appear in all of them?
Yes.
What's the lowest power appears to? 2.
2.
What's 2 squared? 4. What's 4 times 3?
12.
So it's 12x squared y squared. That's the greatest common factor.
Solve that?
That is solved.
No, like 12x squared.
You should give us a calculus question.
Yes,
No.
calculus question.
I just want to see what it's
Okay?
I know.
What is the slope of f of x equals x cubed plus 3x squared plus 4x minus 1 at x equals 3?
72.
No, it's rise over run. It's going to be a fraction.
How do people get that though?
Slope is always going to be a fraction.
Because then they take the first derivative, which is 3x squared plus 6x plus 4. They put a 3 in there. 3 times 3 squared is 9 times 3 is 27. Plus 6 times 3 is 18 plus 4, which is 27 plus 22, which is 49. The slope is 49.
That honestly is kind of easy.
That is not that hard. Okay.
Dude, wait. We're going to calculate.